Okay, I want to play this game for a little bit, so... What the... Okay, that should be good. Now, I'm a little curious. Better leave that alone. Okay, so... how hard of a mission do I want to run? These are always fun. Okay. See, I've never tried to do this one solo. I've always done either extract the data or destroy the area. I am definitely worried about what happens if I try to do capture solo. Hang on, I need to do a thing. Okay. Okay, how's that? Seems a little better right here. Okay. That's a little more manageable, I think. Better keep an eye on that. Having some encoding issues over here. Yeah, you use that for capture missions. And even with 4 people, it can be tricky. Okay, so it's gonna start powered down. This is where the fun begins. Ah, that guy. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, this guy can resurrect fallen soldiers. Only way to actually stop it is to torch them. But in this particular mission type, I don't get a flamethrower. Well, At least I didn't pick the recover data mission. Then I'd have to go into the vents with it. See, it's... Wait, hang on a second. I have not seen this one. Huh. Not sure I've seen this one either. I've seen this one. This one. This one. This one. And this one. This is what we're dealing with right now. Yeah. Fearful, flees from the fight, frightened by fire, can infinitely reanimate corpses infected by its virus, will engage in combat if in person, if there are no infected corpses nearby, burn all corpses, and the virus can be neutralized using healing stations. Yeah, paid ammo. Gotta run efficiently here. Now it doesn't say no tier 2 weapons, so I should be able to find some of those. And weapon deep is not disabled. Excuse me. Hello, you. Yeah. Excuse me. Now. That area is not done yet. Coming soon, as it were. Yeah, watch this. I like this feature. If you ever feel a little overwhelmed, better save my battery. Better save my flashlight battery. I forgot to check to see where the black box was. It can either be in the crew quarters or back here. I don't think it's going to be back here. It usually isn't. don't see a marker for it back there. I've always wondered what would happen if I recovered the black box and blew up the ship. My mission's only... well... oh, right, I'm not looking for the black box. Forgot about that for a second. Blue 4 and 8, red 6 and 7. Yeah, okay. So that's a thing. That should be easy to remember. And 48, okay. I see you. Okay. Well, halfway there on blue. Well, that's convenient. That doesn't happen very often. Anybody remember what the red ones were? Really have to remember to keep my eyes open. Well, that's not the one I wanted. I got the 6. No, I got the 7 already. Where's the 6? The worst part is they don't seem to be in chronological order. I think they actually might change depending on... I think they might... I don't think their numbers are always in the same place. Drifted out a little farther than I wanted to. This keyboard's a little sensitive sometimes. No, no, not that one. You again. Yeah, okay. 7 was back here. Logically, 6 should be next in line, but... maybe they number them some weird system that I don't understand. I'm just a containment specialist, not a mechanic here. Would you be so courteous as to stay dead? Well, you gotta admit, he's persistent. That's what I'm looking for. Excuse me. Now that looks like the quickest route out. We're not alone here. Okay. Where were we? Right. Yeah, having anything besides a pistol with this monster is really helpful. Pistol's okay if you get a headshot, but doesn't really slow him down. Doesn't really slow him down too much. Plus, then you have ammo anxiety. Fuel injection incomplete. And reactor stabilization not optimal. Ah. Good timing. That'll help a little. Okay, gotta start the test process. That'll give me manual control over the engine speeds. Ah. Give me a second, I'm busy here. Thanks for that, by the way. Man. Should have gone looking for more weapons. Oh, right. Oh well, as long as I'm down here. Nah, didn't think I'd find anything. That's interesting. I wonder if that's actually going to sync up to the laboratory when they release it. Probably, but... that'll certainly lead to some interesting mechanics. As long as there's bodies around, I don't have to worry about him coming out of the woodwork. At least right up until I actually blow everything up. Then he might chase me. Starting to get a little low on SMG ammo. Okay, here we go. Come on, man. Yeah, see, just what I was worried about, him coming out. Fortunately, he hasn't used his special attack. Yeah, that's the right way. Just follow the number countdowns. Come on. Woo. Okay. Yeah. For a game that just kind of came out of nowhere, it's got really good graphics. They put a lot of thought into this. I'm not normally one to be a snob about graphics, but this the whole shuttle thing, the whole experience, really polished. This is the kind of game you want out of early access. got all those upgrades. Okay. Let's go visit ID 008. Still need one data page for it. It is one that I helped capture though, so I have it here. Oh yeah. You. Hate this one. Really hate this one. It's not bad when you have a team, but solo he can be a pain. Yeah. The creature with the identifier 008 is a refurbished military-grade robot. Excuse me. It was designed and produced by the company Robot Star. This robot is equipped with a technological repulsion system that allows it to levitate and thus adapt to any type of terrain, but also serves as a shield against traditional weapons. If this system is deactivated, this robot is equipped with purely mechanical legs that allow it to move. During the mission to recapture the lunar base in 2090, this same repulsion system proved unsuitable for the new laser weapons used by enemy armies. This robot model was therefore quickly withdrawn from the market. Here are the final words collected from Robot Star's CEO, John Graham. After several years of struggling to restore our finances, and despite the effort of all employees, I regret to announce the permanent closure of Robot Star. Severance pay will be paid upon the resale of our products and equipment. We were only offered one offer, and although it is insignificant compared to everyone's work and efforts and work, we will accept it. The stock of robots was purchased by the company Biospace Group. The goal was to recondition these robots purely for scientific purposes. The machine gun mounted on the robot's mechanical arm was replaced with a 50-centimeter drill bit, capable of drilling into any rock or plant to collect samples. In parallel with these scientific missions, this modified robot was deployed in large numbers at certain mining sites to extract large quantities of rare and precious minerals. The company did not bother to modify the shield. Despite its flaws, it was able to limit material damage during confrontations with other creatures. The number of robots gradually declined, and this model has now been largely replaced. Some of these older models are regularly found, most often in very poor condition. The samples and resources they extracted are, however, still usable in most cases. The wrecks are recovered and then dismantled to collect the resources. On March 3rd, 2021, 2121, scientists Elizabeth Weaver and William Miller found one of these older models on the planet NV-1845 on a mining extraction site. Dr. Weaver testified, "The automaton appeared to be in very good condition, although inactive. Its legs were intact but chipped in pieces. The main trunk was intact, and we had good hopes of recovering usable material. They brought it back to their mobile laboratory on the mothership to extract its samples and data. During the operation, Elizabeth Weaver left, leaving Dr. Miller alone with the subject. When she returned, the robot was leaning over her colleague's body, removing its drill bit from his skull. The robot turned toward her with hostile behavior. Dr. Weaver immediately called the guards stationed at the laboratory entrance. At the sight of Sergeant McDowell, the robot immediately changed its behavior. It retracted its drill bit and assumed a pacifist attitude. Following this accident, the subject was locked in a glass cell adjacent to Dr. Weaver's office pending further examination. Surveillance camera footage shows that at 11:26 a.m., the automaton managed to squeeze through the cell's air vent, allowing it to escape. At 1:51 p.m., Dr. Weaver became aware of its escape and notified the captain. An audio announcement circulated within the ship between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on March 4th, 2121. Attention everyone, a robotic research subject has escaped from the laboratory and is roaming freely within the ship. This subject is dangerous. This message must be taken very seriously. It appears that this robot only attacks isolated individuals, so it is imperative that you never remain alone. If you encounter it, notify the command office immediately. Unfortunately, this announcement followed a series of other messages, many of which were false alarms. The ship's passengers initially did not take this statement seriously. Thanks to the ventilation system, the robot was able to move freely from target to target. Numerous victims were found in the restrooms and showers, and anywhere else passengers sought privacy. The ship's population decreased by 53% in 24 hours. Following this massacre and the inability to neutralize the robot, the command center decided to head to the nearest port to evacuate the ship. Wonder how that went. Well, good thing our containment cell doesn't have air vents. The only way that can be improved is if you weld that door shut. Now I have all the data for this guy, just not the specimen. A lot of inaccessible rooms here. Well, unlabeled anyway. The only ones labeled are 10... Wait, where's 9? 10, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10, 7, 8, 9, and 6. Okay, there had to have been a 5, right? Apparently not. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are currently able to be captured. This may explain why I never ran into the others that I saw earlier. Yeah, they got 5 entities in the game right now. They are planning on releasing more. Hang on. Can't access the roadmap from here. It's available in the main menu. I think this game even has a free demo you can try out. Or, if I recall correctly, yeah, you can get the free demo and even do multiplayer with it. One of these days I'll have to try a solo exterminate and a solo capture mission. Right now, the only time I've ever actually failed a mission was when I had the teleporting guy, and I was on the ship trying to close the door, but it won't close if he's on board the ship, and he kept teleporting into the ship. Very annoying. That should be good enough for now. Tune in next time to watch me die horribly, probably. Yeah, here's the news and patch notes. Yep, they do have controller support. I prefer keyboard myself, but this is always nice. Customizable bindings. I did get into a alpha playtest. I did get into a closed alpha of something, but the keybinds weren't changeable there. Yeah, they're gonna add the laboratory to the Hawking and a brand new destination. There were some more details on the Steam page, but this is just kind of the vague roadmap. Oh, one thing they did add. Hang on. Is this right here. Because people who wanted to stream the game were having trouble. If you wanted to share the game code with your friends, all you had to do was press escape. But if you're streaming, you want to have to blank your screen first, because it would show the code. I think they also made some improvements on the in-game chat. That could be fun to try out at some point. It was hard to use before because it was way too quiet. It probably needs its own volume slider, but since I don't have anyone in the lobby with me right now, I can't really check to see if they have individual sliders. The only other thing I can think it would need is a microphone selector, just in case you have multiple inputs and you need to pick the right one. But again, that's not a normal problem. I don't think they have text chat either. That could be good for people who don't have microphones or can't use microphones for whatever reason. Let me check. Nah, they don't have that yet. Maybe someday. Hang on. No, I can't check that from here. A couple of things I would like. Toggle crouch and toggle run. I think crouch might already be toggle. Oh, the best way I ever saw that handled was a game where if you held crouch, then when you released crouch, you'd get up. But if you just tapped it, you'd stay down. I think the sprint button worked the same way. But that was a really clever way of handling it. Sometimes, I've noticed a lot of the time, the answer to a question is, why not both? Why not both? You have option A, and you have option B. A lot of people like to go looking for the third option. Sometimes the correct answer is just both. And maybe next time I'll try and see what happens if I do a data recovery and blow up the ship. That could be a really interesting way to fail.